What if everything you thought you knew about ancient history was wrong? Beneath the waves of the Gulf of Cambay lies a secret that's rewriting the story of human civilization, a sprawling, 10,000-year-old city, submerged for millennia, now offering clues to a past far more advanced and mysterious than we ever imagined. This isn't just a relic of a forgotten time. It's a puzzle piece that challenges the very foundation of what we know about our ancestors, and it's just the beginning. In this video, we're diving into 32 astonishing discoveries that are turning the pages of history upside down. From lost cities hidden in dense jungles to artifacts that defy explanation, each revelation forces us to rethink who we are and where we come from. Why does this matter today? Because history isn't just about the past, it's the key to understanding the present and shaping the future. So, are you ready to explore the mysteries that have been buried, forgotten, or overlooked for centuries? Join us as we uncover the truths that could change the way you see the world, and maybe even your place in it. Hidden in the rolling hills of southeastern Turkey lies a site that has rewritten the very story of human history, Göbekli Tepe. Dating back an astonishing 12,000 years, this ancient complex predates Stonehenge by over 6 millennia and even challenges the timeline of the agricultural revolution. What makes Göbekli Tepe so extraordinary? It's not just its age, but the sheer sophistication of its design. Massive stone pillars, some weighing several tons, are arranged in circular formations, each adorned with intricate carvings of animals, symbols, and mysterious figures. These aren't just random scratches on rock. They're deliberate, artistic expressions created by people who, according to traditional timelines, shouldn't have had the tools or knowledge to build something so complex. Archaeologists and historians are stunned by what this means. Göbekli Tepe suggests that humans were capable of advanced organization, artistry, and spirituality long before we thought possible. The site was not a settlement but a temple, a place of gathering and ritual. This raises profound questions. How did hunter-gatherer societies, supposedly focused solely on survival, come together to create such a monumental structure? And why some experts believe Göbekli Tepe was a spiritual center, a place where early humans sought to connect with forces beyond their understanding. Others argue it might have been a social hub, a gathering point that laid the groundwork for the complex societies that followed. What's even more fascinating is what this discovery does to our understanding of the agricultural revolution. For decades, the prevailing theory was that agriculture came first, enabling humans to settle down and build large communities. But Göbekli Tepe turns that idea on its head. Here we have evidence of a massive, organized project that predates farming by thousands of years. Could it be that the need to build and maintain such a site actually drove humans to develop agriculture? The implications are staggering. This single discovery forces us to rethink not just when, but why human civilization began to take shape. As we marvel at the towering pillars and intricate carvings of Göbekli Tepe, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe. This ancient temple stands as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of our ancestors, challenging everything we thought we knew about the dawn of human history. And as we peel back the layers of this mystery, another discovery awaits, one that further shatters the narrative of how and when human societies began to change the world around them. But what if I told you that over 2,000 years ago, the ancient Greeks had already built a device that could predict celestial events with astonishing accuracy? Enter the Antikythera Mechanism, an artifact so advanced that it's often called the world's first analog computer. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century, this intricate bronze device was initially dismissed as a simple navigational tool. But as researchers began to piece together its corroded fragments, they uncovered something truly extraordinary. The Antikythera Mechanism was a complex system of gears and dials designed to track the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. It could predict lunar and solar eclipses, chart the positions of celestial bodies, and even account for irregularities in their orbits. Historians and scientists alike have been astounded by its sophistication. As one researcher put it, this wasn't just a tool, it was a masterpiece of ancient engineering, a glimpse into a level of technological achievement we didn't think was possible 2 millennia ago. What makes the Antikythera Mechanism even more remarkable is its precision. The gears were cut with such accuracy that they rivaled the craftsmanship of 18th century clockmakers. And while similar devices wouldn't reappear in Europe for over 1,000 years, this discovery proves that the ancient world was far more advanced than we often give it credit for. It's a reminder that innovation isn't confined to modern times. Our ancestors were capable of extraordinary feats of ingenuity. Now imagine this, a device that not only tracked the heavens but also connected ancient civilizations in ways we're only beginning to understand. Could this mechanism be evidence of a shared knowledge network spanning the globe? As we uncover more about this ancient computer, it raises questions about how far-reaching ancient technology truly was, and just how interconnected our ancestors might have been. Imagine holding a map that could rewrite the history of exploration as we know it. That's exactly what the Vinland Map claims to be, a document that suggests Norse explorers set foot in North America long before Columbus ever set sail. This map, first brought to public attention in the 1960s, depicts parts of North America labeled as Vinland, a name linked to Viking sagas describing their voyages to a land of wild grapes. If authentic, it would be the earliest known representation of the continent by European hands. But here's where things get intriguing. The Vinland map has been shrouded in controversy since its discovery. While some experts argue that its materials and handwriting align with medieval techniques, others point to inconsistencies in its ink and parchment, suggesting it might be an elaborate forgery. The implications of this map are staggering. If genuine, it would confirm that Norse explorers not only reached North America, but also documented their journeys centuries before Columbus. This would shift our understanding of who first connected the old world with the new. To add depth, let's consider the sagas of Leif Erikson, a Norse explorer who reportedly led an expedition to Vinland around the year 1000. These stories, once dismissed as myth, gained credibility with the discovery of Norse settlements in Newfoundland in the 1960s. The Vinland map seemed to offer further evidence, but skepticism remains. Some scholars argue that even if the map is authentic, it might have been created based on oral traditions rather than first-hand knowledge. What's fascinating is how this debate reflects the broader challenges of interpreting ancient history. A single artifact can ignite heated discussions, forcing us to reconsider long-held beliefs. The Vinland map is more than just a piece of parchment, it's a puzzle that invites us to question how we piece together the past. And as we ponder its authenticity, it leads us to another remarkable discovery, evidence of ancient trade networks that connected distant civilizations long before modern globalization. These networks reveal a world far more interconnected than we often imagine, setting the stage for our next exploration. In the heart of China, buried beneath the earth for over 2,000 years, lies one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries of all time, the Terracotta Army. Unearthed in the 1970s by farmers digging a well, this vast underground army was created to accompany China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, into the afterlife. Imagine standing before thousands of life-sized soldiers, each one unique, with intricate details in their armor, hairstyles, and even facial expressions. These aren't just statues, they're a testament to the skill and ambition of an ancient civilization. The Terracotta Army wasn't built as a mere display of power. It was a functional force designed to protect the emperor in the next world. Archaeologists estimate there are over 8,000 soldiers, along with hundreds of horses and chariots, all arranged in precise military formations. What's truly remarkable is the level of craftsmanship. Each soldier was crafted by hand, with no two faces alike, suggesting that they may have been modeled after real members of the emperor's army. The attention to detail is staggering, from the folds in their clothing to the tread on their boots. But this discovery isn't just about artistry, it's a window into ancient Chinese society. The sheer scale of the project reveals the emperor's obsession with immortality and his ability to mobilize thousands of workers for decades. It also highlights the advanced techniques of the time, such as the use of assembly line production to create so many figures. For archaeologists, the Terracotta Army is a treasure trove of information, offering clues about military strategy, craftsmanship, and even the daily lives of the people who built it. As awe-inspiring as this underground army is, it's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. The ambition and ingenuity behind the Terracotta Army hint at another incredible achievement, one that showcases the engineering marvels of the ancient world. Hidden in the arid plains of southern Peru lies one of the most baffling archaeological wonders of the ancient world. The Nazca Lines, these enormous geoglyphs, some stretching over 600 feet across, are etched into the desert floor, forming intricate designs of animals, plants, and geometric shapes. From the ground, they appear as little more than shallow grooves, but from the air, their true grandeur is revealed, showing a level of precision and artistry that has puzzled researchers for decades. Who created these massive drawings and why? Some experts believe the Nazca Lines served as an astronomical calendar, aligning with celestial events to mark seasons or significant dates. Others argue they were part of religious rituals, perhaps pathways for ancient processions or offerings to the gods. One particularly fascinating theory suggests they were used to communicate with deities believed to reside in the skies above. What's undeniable, however, is the skill and coordination required to create such precise designs without the aid of modern technology. The sheer scale and complexity of the Nazca Lines challenge our understanding of ancient cultures. How did the Nazca people, who thrived between 200 BC and 600 AD, achieve such feats of engineering and artistry? Some researchers point to simple tools like wooden stakes and ropes, combined with advanced knowledge of mathematics and geometry. Others propose that the Nazca might have used hot air balloons or kites to oversee their work from above, though this remains a topic of debate. What makes the Nazca Lines even more intriguing is their enduring mystery. Despite decades of study, we still don't have definitive answers about their purpose or meaning. This enigma reminds us that ancient civilizations often possessed knowledge and capabilities that we're only beginning to uncover. And speaking of uncovering mysteries, our next discovery takes us to an entirely different part of the world, where ancient writing systems reveal secrets that have remained hidden for millennia. The Rosetta Stone stands as one of the most monumental discoveries in the study of ancient civilizations, a key that unlocked the mysteries of a long-lost world. Unearthed in 1799 by French soldiers during Napoleon's campaign in Egypt, this granodiorite slab became the bridge between modern scholars and the enigmatic language of ancient Egypt. What made the Rosetta Stone so extraordinary was its inscription of the same text in three scripts: Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphs. For centuries, hieroglyphs had been an impenetrable puzzle, their meaning lost to time. But with the Greek text serving as a translation guide, scholars like Jean-François Champollion were able to crack the code, finally revealing the words of pharaohs and priests who lived thousands of years ago. Champollion famously declared, "I have it," upon deciphering the hieroglyphs in 1822, a breakthrough that opened the floodgates to understanding ancient Egyptian culture, religion, and history. The Rosetta Stone didn't just decode a language, it gave voice to an entire civilization. Linguists have since praised its role as a cornerstone of historical linguistics, with one expert calling it the Rosetta Stone of all Rosetta Stones, a phrase that underscores its unparalleled significance. Its impact rippled beyond Egypt, inspiring the decipherment of other ancient scripts like cuneiform from Mesopotamia, further expanding our knowledge of humanity's earliest societies. But the Rosetta Stone's influence isn't just about language, it's a testament to the power of cultural preservation. Imagine a world where the stories of the pyramids, the beliefs of the pharaohs, and the daily lives of ancient Egyptians remained silent. Thanks to this singular artifact, we can now read their words and glimpse their world. As we marvel at this linguistic key, it's worth considering how other ancient discoveries have reshaped our understanding of the past, like the intricate medical knowledge of ancient civilizations, which we'll explore next. Buried beneath the sands of time lies an artifact that challenges everything we thought we knew about ancient technology. Known as the Baghdad Battery, this mysterious object dates back nearly 2,000 years and has sparked endless debate among historians and scientists. Found in what is now modern-day Iraq, this peculiar device consists of a clay jar, a copper cylinder, and an iron rod sealed together with asphalt. When filled with an acidic liquid like vinegar or lemon juice, it could generate a small electrical charge. But what was its purpose? Some experts believe it was used for electroplating coating objects with a thin layer of metal, a process that requires electricity. Imagine ancient artisans using this primitive battery to gild jewelry or decorate ceremonial objects with gold or silver. Others argue it might have had a more spiritual or medicinal use, perhaps as a tool for pain relief or ritualistic practices. While its exact function remains a mystery, the Baghdad Battery suggests that ancient civilizations were far more technologically advanced than we often give them credit for. What makes this discovery even more fascinating is its implications. If this device was indeed a battery, it would mean that electricity was being harnessed centuries before we thought such knowledge existed. It forces us to rethink the boundaries of ancient innovation and opens the door to the possibility of other lost technologies waiting to be uncovered. As we marvel at this ancient relic, it's hard not to wonder what other secrets from the past might still be hidden, waiting for the right moment to rewrite history. And speaking of rewriting history, this discovery isn't the only one that challenges our understanding of ancient knowledge. Just as the Baghdad Battery hints at technological sophistication, another find reveals how ancient civilizations might have been far ahead of their time in understanding the cosmos. In the mid-20th century, a group of Bedouin shepherds stumbled upon one of the most extraordinary archaeological finds in history, hidden within the caves near the Dead Sea. They discovered the Dead Sea Scrolls, a collection of ancient manuscripts dating back over 2,000 years. These fragile texts, preserved by the dry desert climate, include some of the oldest known copies of the Hebrew Bible, as well as other religious writings, hymns, and community rules. What makes the Dead Sea Scrolls so remarkable isn't just their age, but the profound window they provide into the religious and cultural world of ancient Judaism. Scholars have noted that these texts reveal a vibrant diversity of thought and practice during a pivotal time in history, just before the rise of Christianity. For instance, some scrolls offer glimpses into the beliefs of the Essenes, a Jewish sect that lived in isolation near the Dead Sea, while others show how certain biblical texts evolved over time. One of the most striking aspects of the scrolls is how they challenge and enrich our understanding of early Christianity. Some scholars argue that the themes and language found in the scrolls parallel ideas later expressed in the New Testament, suggesting a shared cultural and religious context. As one historian put it, the Dead Sea Scrolls are like a time capsule, preserving the spiritual landscape of a world in transition. But the story of their discovery is just as fascinating as the scrolls themselves. Imagine the moment when those shepherds, searching for a lost goat, tossed a rock into a cave and heard the sound of pottery breaking. Inside, they found clay jars filled with scrolls wrapped in linen, an accidental encounter that would rewrite history. Over the next decade, more caves were explored, yielding thousands of fragments that scholars have painstakingly pieced together. The preservation of these scrolls is nothing short of miraculous. Written on parchment and papyrus, they survived centuries of neglect, wars, and natural disasters, only to be uncovered at a time when modern technology could help decipher and study them. Today, they stand as a testament to the endurance of human thought and faith. And speaking of endurance, our next discovery takes us from the dry desert to the vast oceans, where ancient maritime technology reveals how early civilizations conquered the waves. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets of a shipwreck that changed our understanding of ancient engineering. Off the rugged coast of modern-day Turkey lies one of the most extraordinary underwater discoveries ever made, the Uluburan shipwreck. This ancient vessel, dating back over 3,300 years, offers a breathtaking glimpse into a world of trade, connection, and cultural exchange that spanned the Mediterranean. When archaeologists first uncovered the wreck in the 1980s, they couldn't believe the sheer variety of goods preserved beneath the waves. This wasn't just a ship, it was a floating time capsule carrying treasures from far-flung corners of the ancient world. Among the artifacts recovered were raw materials like copper and tin ingots, essential for crafting bronze, the lifeblood of ancient civilizations. But it wasn't just metals. This ship was laden with luxury items too. Amber from the Baltic, ivory from Africa, gold jewelry, and even glass ingots from Mesopotamia. Each object tells a story, painting a vivid picture of a sophisticated trade network that linked distant cultures. Experts believe the ship was likely en route to a major port, possibly in the Aegean or Egypt, when it met its fate. What makes the Uluburan shipwreck truly astonishing is how it reshapes our understanding of ancient economies. This wasn't just local trade, it was a globalized system, centuries before the term even existed. The ship's cargo reveals connections between empires, city-states, and even remote regions, proving that the ancient world was far more interconnected than we once thought. As we marvel at these artifacts, it's impossible not to wonder what other secrets lie beneath the waves waiting to be discovered. And while the Uluburan shipwreck gives us a window into ancient trade, another discovery offers a completely different perspective, one that takes us from the open seas to the heart of ancient cities. This next find uncovers the meticulous planning and organization of urban life, revealing how our ancestors built not just trade networks but entire civilizations. Nestled in the fertile plains of modern-day Pakistan lies Mohenjo-Daro, a city so advanced for its time that it continues to astonish archaeologists nearly 4.5 millennia after its rise. Built around 2500 BC, this ancient metropolis of the Indus Valley civilization was a marvel of urban planning, rivaling even the greatest cities of its era. Imagine streets laid out in perfect grids, intersecting at right angles like a carefully designed chessboard. This wasn't just a random settlement, it was a meticulously organized hub of life, where every brick and every road seemed to follow a grand, intentional design. What truly sets Mohenjo-Daro apart, though, is its sophisticated drainage system. The city's engineers designed an intricate network of covered drains that ran beneath the streets, channeling wastewater away from homes and public spaces. This wasn't just functional, it was revolutionary. archaeologists have noted that such advanced sanitation systems wouldn't become common in other parts of the world for thousands of years. One expert described it as a testament to the ingenuity of a civilization that understood the value of cleanliness and order long before modern science reinforced those principles. But Mohenjo-Daro wasn't just about practicality. The city's architecture reveals a society that valued both function and beauty. Public baths, like the famous Great Bath, suggest a culture that prioritized communal spaces and rituals. The uniformity of brick sizes and the precision of construction hint at a centralized authority with the power to enforce standards, a hallmark of a highly organized society. As one archaeologist put it, Mohenjo-Daro wasn't just a city, it was a statement of what humanity could achieve when it worked together with vision and purpose. What's even more intriguing is how much of this ancient city remains a mystery. The lack of obvious temples or palaces has led some to speculate about the nature of its governance. Was it a peaceful, egalitarian society, or were there hidden hierarchies waiting to be uncovered? These questions keep researchers coming back, eager to piece together the story of a civilization that thrived long before the rise of empires like Rome or Greece. As we marvel at the engineering feats of Mohenjo-Daro, it's hard not to wonder what other treasures this ancient world holds. And while the city's grid layout and drainage systems speak volumes about its practical brilliance, another discovery reminds us that the people of this era were just as capable of breathtaking artistry. What secrets might their creative endeavors reveal about their lives, their beliefs, and their dreams? Hidden deep within the rolling hills of southwestern France lies one of humanity's oldest artistic masterpieces, the Lascaux cave paintings. Created over 17,000 years ago, these breathtaking works of art offer a vivid window into the minds of our prehistoric ancestors. The walls of the Lascaux caves are adorned with over 600 paintings and nearly 1,500 engravings, depicting animals like horses, bison, and deer with astonishing detail and vitality. What's truly remarkable is the skill and precision behind these images. Some of the animals appear almost lifelike, captured mid-motion as if frozen in time by the hands of ancient artists. But these paintings are more than just art. They are a testament to the creative and spiritual lives of early humans. Many researchers believe the caves served as sacred spaces, where rituals and ceremonies may have taken place, connecting people to the natural world and perhaps even to the supernatural. The preservation of these ancient artworks is nothing short of miraculous. Discovered in 1940 by a group of teenagers, the Lascaux caves have since faced challenges from mold, fungi, and even the breath of visitors, leading to their closure to the public in 1963. Today, only a small team of experts is allowed inside to study and protect these treasures. Advanced technology, including high-resolution scans and 3D models, now allows us to explore the caves virtually, preserving their beauty for future generations. Experts emphasize that the Lascaux paintings are not just relics of the past but a universal heritage, reminding us of the profound creativity and ingenuity that has always defined humanity. As we marvel at these prehistoric masterpieces, it's impossible not to wonder about the lives of the people who created them. What stories were they trying to tell? What beliefs inspired them to paint these images deep within the earth? The Lascaux cave paintings are a powerful reminder that art has always been a fundamental part of the human experience, transcending time and culture. And speaking of stories, our next discovery takes us even deeper into the ancient world, where we'll uncover evidence of burial practices that reveal how early civilizations honored their dead in ways that still resonate with us today. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 is often hailed as one of the most remarkable archaeological finds of all time. Hidden for over 3,000 years in the Valley of the Kings, the tomb was uncovered by British archaeologist Howard Carter, who famously described the moment he peered into the chamber as seeing wonderful things. What he found was nothing short of breathtaking, a treasure trove of artifacts that offered an unprecedented glimpse into the life, death, and afterlife beliefs of ancient Egypt's young pharaoh. From golden sarcophagi to intricately carved statues, the tomb was a time capsule of opulence and artistry. Among the most iconic pieces was Tutankhamun's death mask, a masterpiece of gold and lapis lazuli that has become synonymous with ancient Egypt itself. But beyond the glittering treasures, the tomb revealed something even more valuable, a deeper understanding of the religious and cultural practices of the time. Items like shabti figures meant to serve the pharaoh in the afterlife and elaborate funerary rituals showcased the Egyptians' profound belief in eternal life. Archaeologists have described the tomb as a window into eternity, offering insights into how the ancients prepared for the journey beyond death. Howard Carter's meticulous excavation process also highlighted the challenges and triumphs of early archaeology. His team spent years cataloging and preserving the artifacts, a painstaking effort that ensured the tomb's contents could be studied for generations to come. Carter himself remarked that the discovery was not just about the treasures but about the story they tell. And what a story it is, one of a young king, a civilization's devotion to its gods, and the enduring allure of ancient Egypt. As we marvel at the treasures of Tutankhamun's tomb, it's worth noting that the ancient Egyptians were not only masters of art and religion, but also keen observers of the heavens. This leads us to another astonishing discovery, one that reveals how the ancients mapped the stars and used their celestial knowledge to shape their world. Buried beneath the Earth for millennia, the Nebra Skydisk is a breathtaking window into the minds of our ancient ancestors. Discovered in Germany in 1999, this bronze artifact dating back 3,600 years is adorned with gold symbols representing the sun, the moon, and a cluster of stars. But this isn't just a decorative piece, it's believed to be one of the earliest known maps of the night sky, a tool that may have been used to track the seasons and predict celestial events. Experts have analyzed the disk's intricate design, noting how its arrangement aligns with astronomical phenomena. The golden arcs on either side are thought to mark the solstices, while the cluster of stars likely represents the Pleiades, a group of stars that ancient cultures used to time agricultural activities. This artifact suggests that Bronze Age societies had a far more sophisticated understanding of the cosmos than we once imagined. They weren't just observers of the heavens, they were students of the stars, using this knowledge to guide their lives. What makes the Nebra Sky Disk even more fascinating is its potential purpose. Some researchers believe it was used as a religious or ceremonial object, while others argue it served as a practical tool for early astronomers. Regardless of its exact function, the disk stands as a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the skies above. It challenges our assumptions about ancient societies, showing us that they were capable of profound intellectual and artistic achievements. As we marvel at this ancient star map, it's worth considering how other civilizations recorded their knowledge. Just as the Nebra Sky Disk preserved celestial wisdom, other discoveries reveal how ancient cultures stored their stories and ideas in writing, often in ways that continue to surprise us. Let's turn our attention to one of the most enigmatic artifacts ever unearthed, the Phaistos disk. Discovered in 1908 on the island of Crete, this small clay disk dates back nearly 4,000 years and is covered on both sides with a spiral of mysterious symbols. These symbols, pressed into the clay with stamps, form a unique script unlike anything else found in the ancient world. Despite decades of study, the meaning of these symbols remains a tantalizing mystery, leaving scholars and linguists utterly captivated. What makes the Phaistos disk so fascinating isn't just its age or its intricate design, it's the fact that the script it bears has never been seen anywhere else. Unlike Linear A or Linear B, the other ancient scripts found in the region, the symbols on the disk don't match any known writing system. Some experts believe it could be a form of religious text, perhaps a hymn or a prayer, while others suggest it might be a kind of administrative record or even an early attempt at a storybook. The truth is, we simply don't know. As one linguist put it, the Phaistos disk is like a message from a civilization that's speaking to us in a language we've yet to learn. The challenges of decoding the disk are immense. Unlike the Rosetta Stone, which provided a key to understanding Egyptian hieroglyphs, the Phaistos disk offers no such clues. Each symbol is unique, and without a bilingual text or additional examples of the same script, cracking the code feels almost impossible. Yet, the very existence of the disk tells us something profound about the ancient world. It reveals a level of sophistication and creativity in communication that we're only beginning to appreciate. Whoever created this disk had a system, a purpose, and a story they wanted to tell, one that still whispers to us across the millennia. As we marvel at the intricate spirals and symbols of the Phaistos disk, we're reminded of how much there is still to uncover about our ancient past. But what if I told you that some of the most astonishing discoveries aren't just about language or art? What if they revealed advanced knowledge of something as vital as medicine? Stay with us, because our next discovery will take us into the world of ancient healing practices, and it might just change the way you think about the past. Imagine holding a document in your hands that's over 3,600 years old, filled with the medical knowledge of an ancient civilization. That's exactly what the Edwin Smith Papyrus offers, a breathtaking glimpse into the world of ancient Egyptian medicine. Named after the American Egyptologist who purchased it in the 1860s, this papyrus is one of the oldest surviving medical texts ever discovered. But what makes it so extraordinary isn't just its age, it's the level of sophistication it reveals. The papyrus is a detailed guide to surgical techniques, covering everything from head injuries to spinal trauma. What's fascinating is how methodical it is. Each case is described with precision, followed by a diagnosis, treatment plan, and even a prognosis. Some of the treatments, like stitching wounds or setting fractures, are remarkably close to what we'd consider standard practice today. Experts have noted that the text reflects a deep understanding of anatomy, suggesting that ancient Egyptians weren't just guessing. They were observing, experimenting, and refining their methods over time. But the story of how this papyrus was discovered is just as intriguing. It was found in Luxor, Egypt, in the mid-19th century, and for years its true value went unrecognized. It wasn't until later that scholars realized they were holding a medical masterpiece. Today, it's not just a historical artifact, it's a testament to the ingenuity of ancient healers who, thousands of years ago, were laying the groundwork for modern medicine. As we marvel at the Edwin Smith Papyrus, it's worth considering how much more there is to uncover about ancient civilizations. And speaking of discoveries, let's dive into another astonishing find. One that takes us out of the operating room and onto the high seas, where ancient maritime technology is rewriting history yet again. But let's set sail now to a discovery that takes us beneath the waves, the Kyrenia shipwreck. Found off the coast of Cyprus, this ancient vessel dates back over 2,300 years, offering a rare glimpse into the bustling maritime trade networks of the ancient world. What makes this ship so remarkable isn't just its age, but the treasure trove of artifacts it carried. From amphorae filled with wine and olive oil to almonds and millstones, the cargo tells a vivid story of trade routes that connected the Mediterranean like a web of commerce. Experts have meticulously studied the ship's construction, revealing advanced shipbuilding techniques that were far ahead of their time. The hull, preserved in stunning detail, shows how ancient craftsmen used mortise and tenon joints to create a sturdy, seaworthy vessel. This level of precision wasn't just about durability. It was about efficiency, allowing ships like the Kyrenia to transport goods across vast distances. The artifacts recovered from the wreck also shed light on daily life in the ancient world. The presence of personal items like coins and pottery suggests the crew lived and worked aboard for extended periods, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the sea. Each object is a piece of a larger puzzle, helping historians reconstruct the economic and cultural exchanges that shaped civilizations. As we marvel at the ingenuity of ancient mariners, it's impossible not to wonder what other secrets lie hidden beneath the waves. And while the sea holds its mysteries, our next discovery takes us back to land, where ancient urban planning reveals a different kind of brilliance. But more on that in just a moment. For now, the Kyrenia shipwreck stands as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of ancient traders, whose voyages laid the foundations for the interconnected world we know today. Nestled in the arid Supe Valley of Peru lies the ancient city of Caral-Supe, a marvel of human ingenuity that predates even the pyramids of Egypt by several centuries. Dating back over 5,000 years, Caral-Supe is recognized as the oldest known city in the Americas, offering a rare glimpse into the dawn of urban civilization. This sprawling complex, with its massive stone plazas, sunken amphitheaters, and towering pyramids, challenges our understanding of how early societies organized themselves. Unlike other ancient cities that emerged near fertile river valleys, Caral-Supe thrived in a harsh desert environment, a testament to the resourcefulness and adaptability of its inhabitants. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of a highly organized society, one that engaged in large-scale construction projects, intricate trade networks, and even musical traditions. Among the most striking features are the city's 6 monumental pyramids, which served as both religious and administrative centers. These structures, built without the use of metal tools or the wheel, demonstrate a level of engineering sophistication that rivals later civilizations. Dr. Ruth Shady, the archaeologist who led the excavation of Caral-Supe, described it as a living testament to the complexity and creativity of ancient Andean cultures. What makes Caral-Supe even more fascinating is the absence of defensive walls or weapons, suggesting a society that prioritized cooperation over conflict. The city's layout, with its carefully planned plazas and residential areas, hints at a communal way of life centered around shared rituals and governance. As one archaeologist put it, Caral-Supe wasn't just a city, it was a blueprint for what a harmonious society could look like. But the story of Caral-Supe is more than just bricks and mortar. It's a window into the minds of its people. Artifacts like flutes carved from animal bones and intricate textiles reveal a culture that valued art and expression, reminding us that even 5 millennia ago, humanity sought beauty and meaning in the world around them. And speaking of art, our next discovery takes us even deeper into the creative spirit of ancient civilizations, showcasing a treasure trove of artistic achievements that continue to inspire awe today. Hidden deep within the limestone cliffs of southern France lies a treasure trove of prehistoric artistry that has stunned archaeologists and art historians alike, the Chauvet cave paintings. Dating back an astonishing 36,000 years, these ancient masterpieces are not just the oldest known figurative cave art in the world, they are a window into the minds and lives of our earliest ancestors. The level of detail and sophistication in these paintings is nothing short of breathtaking. From lifelike depictions of horses, lions, and woolly mammoths to the dynamic use of shading and perspective, it's clear that the artists who created these works were not merely doodling, they were expressing a deep connection to the world around them. What's truly fascinating is what these paintings reveal about early human creativity and spirituality. The animals depicted weren't just food sources, they held symbolic meaning, suggesting a complex belief system that may have included rituals or storytelling. Experts believe the cave itself could have served as a sacred space, a place where early humans gathered to connect with something greater than themselves. And thanks to a fortuitous rockslide that sealed the cave for millennia, these paintings have been preserved in near pristine condition, allowing us to study them in incredible detail today. The cultural significance of the Chauvet cave paintings cannot be overstated. They challenge the notion that art and abstract thinking evolved slowly over time, proving instead that our ancestors were capable of profound artistic expression even tens of thousands of years ago. It's a humbling reminder of the timeless nature of human creativity. But while these paintings offer a glimpse into the lives of early humans, another discovery sheds light on how they honored their dead. Buried beneath the rolling hills of Suffolk, England, lies one of the most extraordinary archaeological finds of the 20th century, the Sutton ship burial. Discovered in 1939, this stunning grave site dates back to the 7th century and offers an unparalleled glimpse into the world of the Anglo-Saxons. At its heart was a massive ship nearly 90 feet long, which had been dragged from a nearby river and buried as a tomb for a powerful ruler, likely a king. Inside, archaeologists uncovered a trove of treasures that left the world in awe. Among the finds were intricate gold jewelry, a ceremonial helmet adorned with elaborate decorations, and weapons fit for a warrior king. But it wasn't just the wealth that shocked historians, it was the craftsmanship. The artifacts revealed a society with advanced metalworking skills and a deep appreciation for artistry. One archaeologist described the site as a window into a world we thought was lost forever, highlighting how the burial reshaped our understanding of early medieval England. The story of its discovery is just as fascinating. It began with a local landowner, Edith Pretty, who enlisted the help of a self-taught archaeologist named Basil Brown. Together, they unearthed the ship burial, uncovering treasures that would rewrite the history books. One of the most poignant moments came when they found a purse lid made of gold and garnet, its intricate design hinting at the cultural connections between the Anglo-Saxons and the wider world. But Sutton isn't just about the past, it's about the people who lived in it. The burial suggests a society that valued both power and beauty, where rulers were celebrated with rituals that blended the practical and the symbolic. As one historian put it, this wasn't just a grave, it was a statement of identity, a declaration of who these people were. As we marvel at the treasures of Sutton it's worth considering how ancient cultures often looked to the stars for guidance. And speaking of the heavens, let's turn our attention to another discovery that reveals how ancient civilizations used astronomy to navigate their world. Among the treasures pulled from the depths of the Antikythera shipwreck lies a masterpiece that has captivated historians and art enthusiasts alike, the Antikythera Epheb. This stunning bronze statue, crafted over 2,000 years ago, stands as a testament to the extraordinary skill of ancient Greek artisans. Discovered in the early 20th century, the Epheb represents a young athlete, frozen in time with an elegance and lifelike detail that still astounds experts today. The statue's creation during the Hellenistic period showcases the Greeks' unparalleled ability to capture human anatomy with precision and grace. Every muscle, every curve of the body reflects a deep understanding of movement and form. But what makes the Antikythera Epheb even more remarkable is its preservation. Despite centuries submerged in the sea, the bronze has endured, offering us a rare glimpse into the artistry of a bygone era. Experts believe the statue may have been part of a larger shipment of luxury goods, destined for a wealthy patron in the Roman world. Beyond its artistic brilliance, the Epheb also speaks to the cultural values of ancient Greece. The depiction of a young athlete underscores the importance of physical excellence and competition in Greek society. It's a reminder of a time when athleticism and artistry were deeply intertwined, celebrated in both the Olympic Games and the sculptures that immortalized their champions. Yet, the Antikythera Epheb is more than just a beautiful artifact, it's a bridge to understanding the past. Its discovery, alongside other treasures from the shipwreck, has shed light on the trade networks and cultural exchanges that connected the ancient Mediterranean world. And as we marvel at its craftsmanship, we're left to wonder what other secrets lie beneath the waves, waiting to be uncovered. Speaking of secrets, our next discovery takes us from the realm of sculpture to the mysterious world of ancient writing systems, revealing a find that has rewritten our understanding of how civilizations communicated. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most remarkable finds in the study of ancient Greece. The Linear B tablets. These clay tablets, dating back over 3,500 years, were discovered in the ruins of palaces across Crete and mainland Greece, most notably at Knossos and Pylos. At first glance, they might seem like unassuming pieces of baked clay, but these tablets hold the key to understanding the Mycenaean civilization, the predecessors of classical Greece. What makes the Linear B tablets so extraordinary is that they are the earliest known form of written Greek. For centuries, these inscriptions baffled scholars, their cryptic symbols resisting all attempts at translation. That is, until the mid-20th century, when linguist Michael Ventris, along with the help of classicist John Chadwick, finally cracked the code. Ventris revealed that Linear B was a syllabic script used to record administrative details, everything from inventories of goods to records of livestock and offerings to the gods. This breakthrough not only unlocked the language of the Mycenaeans, but also gave us a window into their daily lives, economy, and governance. One of the most fascinating aspects of these tablets is how they reveal the organized and bureaucratic nature of Mycenaean society. They detail the allocation of resources, the management of large-scale industries like textile production, and even the rations given to workers. For example, one tablet from Pylos lists the distribution of bronze to various craftsmen, showing a highly structured system of labor and trade. Another records offerings of olive oil and honey to deities, hinting at the religious practices of the time. As Chadwick once noted, the tablets are not literature, but they are history, raw, unfiltered, and immensely valuable. The discovery of Linear B also challenged earlier assumptions about the Mycenaeans. Before these tablets were deciphered, the Mycenaean period was often seen as a shadowy, semi-mythical era. Now, we know it was a thriving, complex society with a centralized administration and a sophisticated economy. These records show us that the roots of Greek civilization run deeper than we once thought, connecting the Mycenaeans to the later classical world in ways we're only beginning to understand. But the story of ancient writing doesn't end here. As we move forward, let's explore another discovery that reveals how our ancestors approached a completely different aspect of life medicine. From the meticulous records of Mycenaean administration to the secrets of ancient healing, the past continues to surprise us with its depth and complexity. Imagine holding a piece of paper that's over 3,500 years old, a document so ancient that it predates the rise of classical civilizations like Greece and Rome. This isn't just any piece of paper. It's the Ebers Papyrus, a remarkable scroll that offers us a rare glimpse into the medical practices of ancient Egypt. Discovered in the late 19th century in the city of Thebes, this papyrus is one of the oldest and most comprehensive medical texts ever found. It's a staggering 110 pages long, filled with over 700 remedies and treatments for everything from headaches to heart conditions. What makes the Ebers Papyrus truly extraordinary is its level of detail. It's not just a collection of random prescriptions, it's a systematic guide that reflects a surprisingly advanced understanding of the human body. For instance, the text describes the circulatory system, noting that the heart is the center of a network of vessels, a concept that wouldn't be fully understood in the Western world for thousands of years. Some of the treatments mentioned, like using honey for wound care or willow bark for pain relief, are still recognized today for their medicinal properties. But the Ebers papyrus isn't just about medicine. It's a window into the daily lives of ancient Egyptians. It reveals their beliefs about health and disease, blending practical remedies with spiritual rituals. For example, some treatments include incantations to gods like Thoth and Isis, reflecting the interconnectedness of medicine and religion in their culture. Experts believe this blend of science and spirituality was central to their approach to healing, offering a fascinating perspective on how they viewed the world. The story of its discovery is equally intriguing. The papyrus was found in the late 1800s, tucked away in the tomb of a wealthy Egyptian noble. It was named after Georg Ebers, the German Egyptologist who acquired it and later published its contents. Today, it's housed in the University of Leipzig Library, where it continues to be studied by historians and medical experts alike. As we marvel at this ancient text, it's impossible not to wonder what other secrets from the past are waiting to be uncovered. Speaking of discoveries, let's shift our focus to the seas, where another groundbreaking find reveals the ingenuity of ancient civilizations in navigating the world's waters. Off the coast of Israel lies a time capsule from the ancient world, the Magan Michael Shipwreck, a 2,400-year-old vessel that has rewritten our understanding of ancient shipbuilding. Discovered in the late 1980s, this remarkably preserved shipwreck offers a rare glimpse into the maritime technology of the past. Unlike many ancient ships that have decayed over centuries, the Magan Michael ship was buried under layers of sand, which protected it from erosion and allowed archaeologists to uncover its secrets in stunning detail. What makes this discovery so extraordinary is the way the ship was constructed. Instead of using iron nails, the ancient builders relied on a technique called mortise and tenon joinery. This method involved cutting precise notches into wooden planks and fitting them together like a puzzle, creating a sturdy and watertight structure. Experts believe this technique was revolutionary for its time, showcasing the ingenuity of ancient shipbuilders who had to navigate the challenges of long sea voyages without modern tools. But the ship itself is only part of the story. Inside the wreck, archaeologists uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts, ceramic jars, tools, and even remnants of food supplies. These items paint a vivid picture of life aboard the vessel, offering clues about trade routes, daily routines, and the types of goods being transported. One particularly fascinating find was a collection of fishing gear, suggesting the ship may have been used for both trade and fishing, blending commerce and survival in ways we're only beginning to understand. The Magan Michael shipwreck doesn't just tell us about ancient ships, it reveals a world of interconnected cultures and advanced engineering that challenges our assumptions about the past. And as we piece together the story of this ancient vessel, it sets the stage for another remarkable discovery, one that takes us from the open seas to the heart of ancient cities, where urban planning on a grand scale reshaped civilizations in ways we're still uncovering today. Rising from the heart of Mexico, the ancient city of Teotihuacan stands as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. Built over 2,000 years ago, this sprawling metropolis was once home to more than 100,000 people, making it one of the largest urban centers of its time. The name Teotihuacan itself means the place where the gods were created, and walking through its ruins, it's easy to see why. The city's layout is a marvel of precision and symbolism, with its central avenue of the dead stretching over 2 kilometers and flanked by monumental pyramids, temples, and plazas. The Pyramid of the Sun, towering at over 200 feet, dominates the skyline, while the Pyramid of the Moon adds a sense of sacred symmetry to the site. Archaeologists have long marveled at the city's advanced engineering and urban planning. The alignment of its structures with celestial events suggests a deep understanding of astronomy, while the intricate murals and carvings found within its buildings reveal a society rich in artistic expression and spiritual beliefs. One archaeologist described Teotihuacan as a city where every stone tells a story, where the very ground seems to hum with the echoes of its ancient inhabitants. The discovery of this city has reshaped our understanding of pre-Columbian civilizations, showing that long before the Aztecs, this region was home to a culture capable of extraordinary achievements. But perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of Teotihuacan is its mystery. Despite its grandeur, we still don't know who exactly built this city or why it was abandoned. What we do know is that its influence stretched far beyond its walls, with evidence of trade and cultural exchange reaching as far as the Mayan territories. The city's artistic legacy, in particular, offers a window into the minds of its creators. Vibrant murals depicting gods, rituals, and daily life reveal a society that valued beauty and storytelling as much as power and religion. As we delve deeper into the ruins, one discovery stands out: a hidden chamber beneath the Pyramid of the Feathered Serpent, filled with thousands of artifacts, including obsidian blades, jade figurines, and intricate pottery. These finds not only highlight the city's artistic prowess, but also its role as a cultural and religious hub. The artistry of Teotihuacan's craftsmen was unparalleled, their work echoing across centuries and inspiring awe in those who uncover it today. This artistic legacy sets the stage for the next chapter in our journey, a discovery that reveals how ancient civilizations used art to capture the essence of their world and leave a lasting mark on history. Hidden deep within the hills of northern Spain lies a treasure trove of human history, the Altamira Cave. This extraordinary site, with its walls adorned in vivid paintings, transports us back an astonishing 36,000 years. The artwork here is breathtaking: sprawling bison, galloping horses, and intricate patterns that seem to leap off the stone canvas. What makes these paintings so remarkable isn't just their age, but the sheer artistry and sophistication they display. These aren't simple sketches, they're masterpieces, created by hands that understood light, shadow, and perspective long before the concept of art as we know it even existed. But the Altamira Cave isn't just a gallery of prehistoric art, it's a window into the minds of our ancestors. The choice of subjects, like the bison, suggests these paintings may have held a spiritual or ritualistic purpose. Were they prayers to the hunt, offerings to unseen forces, or perhaps a way to pass down knowledge to future generations? Experts believe these images reveal a deep connection between early humans and the natural world, a relationship that was both reverent and practical. The preservation of the Altamira Cave is nothing short of miraculous. The cave's unique microclimate has kept the paintings vibrant for millennia, though modern efforts to protect them have been equally vital. Scientists and historians work tirelessly to balance public access with conservation, ensuring these ancient stories remain intact for generations to come. As we marvel at the creativity of those who painted these walls, it's impossible not to wonder what other secrets from our past are waiting to be uncovered. And speaking of secrets, another discovery, just as profound, sheds light on how ancient cultures honored their dead, revealing a world where life and death were deeply intertwined. But that's a story for the next chapter. Buried beneath the soil of Norway for over 1,000 years, the Oseberg ship burial is a stunning window into the world of the Vikings. Discovered in 1904 near the town of Tonsberg, this 9th century burial site is unlike anything else from the Viking Age. The centerpiece is a beautifully preserved ship over 70 feet long, crafted with intricate carvings of animals and mythological figures. But it's what was found inside that truly captivates historians. The burial chamber contained the remains of two women, one likely a high-status noblewoman, the other possibly a servant or companion, surrounded by an extraordinary array of treasures. From ornate wooden carts and textiles to household items and even sledges, every object tells a story of a culture that valued both practicality and artistry. What makes the Oseberg ship so remarkable isn't just the craftsmanship of the ship itself, but the insight it provides into Viking life. Archaeologists have described it as a time capsule, offering a rare glimpse into the rituals, beliefs, and daily lives of these seafaring people. As one expert put it, the Oseberg burial is not just a grave, it's a statement of power, identity, and connection to the divine. The grave goods suggest a society deeply tied to mythology and the afterlife, with many of the carvings depicting scenes from Norse legends. Even the textiles, preserved in astonishing detail, reveal the skill and sophistication of Viking weavers. The story of its discovery is equally fascinating. Local farmers stumbled upon the site while digging, unaware of the historical treasure beneath their feet. When archaeologists arrived, they were met with a challenge. The ship and its contents were so well preserved that excavating them required immense care. The team worked tirelessly, knowing they were uncovering a piece of history that would redefine our understanding of the Viking Age. Today, the Oseberg ship is housed in Oslo's Viking Ship Museum, where it continues to inspire awe and curiosity. But as remarkable as the Oseberg burial is, it's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. What if I told you that another discovery, this one tied to the stars, reveals how ancient cultures used celestial knowledge in ways that still baffle modern scientists? Stay with us as we explore an ancient site that connects the heavens to the earth in ways you'd never expect. The Farnese Atlas is one of those rare artifacts that bridges the gap between art, science, and mythology. This stunning Roman sculpture, dating back nearly 2,000 years, isn't just a masterpiece of marble craftsmanship, it's also one of the oldest known celestial globes in existence. Carved with incredible detail, the globe rests on the shoulders of Atlas, the titan condemned to hold up the heavens in Greek mythology. But what makes this sculpture truly remarkable is what it reveals about ancient astronomy. Each constellation is meticulously depicted, from Orion with his unmistakable belt to the swirling form of the Milky Way. Experts believe this globe wasn't just decorative. It served as a teaching tool, helping ancient scholars and students visualize the night sky as they understood it. The Farnese Atlas gives us a glimpse into how the Romans and Greeks mapped the cosmos, blending their myths with early scientific observation. It's a testament to their curiosity about the universe and their desire to make sense of the stars above. But as we marvel at this ancient celestial map, it's worth asking, how did other civilizations record their understanding of the world? This leads us to another astonishing discovery, one that sheds light on how ancient cultures developed writing systems to preserve their knowledge for future generations. Carved into the side of a towering cliff in western Iran, the Behistun inscription stands as one of the most extraordinary ancient multilingual texts ever discovered. Created over 2,500 years ago during the reign of Darius the Great, this massive rock relief tells the story of his rise to power and military victories. But what makes this inscription truly groundbreaking is its trilingual format, written in Old Persian, Elamite, and Babylonian. For centuries, it served as an ancient Rosetta Stone, providing the key to unlocking the mysteries of cuneiform script, one of the earliest known writing systems. Imagine the challenge faced by linguists in the 19th century, staring at these intricate wedge-shaped symbols etched into stone. The Behistun inscription became their roadmap. Scholars like Henry Rawlinson painstakingly scaled the cliff to study the text, comparing the three languages to piece together their meanings. As Rawlinson himself once noted, the Behistun inscription was not just a monument to Darius, it was a bridge to the past, allowing us to hear the voices of ancient civilizations that had long been silent. The inscription's significance goes beyond its linguistic value. It offers a first-hand account of Darius's reign, his battles, and his vision of justice, giving us a rare glimpse into the political and cultural landscape of the Persian Empire. The sheer scale of the relief, measuring over 15 meters high and 25 meters wide, speaks to its importance as a statement of power and authority. But for modern historians, it's the words themselves that hold the greatest treasure, revealing the complexities of ancient governance, diplomacy, and warfare. Visuals of the inscription show the intricate carvings of Darius standing triumphantly over his enemies, accompanied by rows of cuneiform text that spiral across the rock face. The detail is astonishing, a testament to the skill and dedication of the ancient artisans who created it. And while the physical monument is awe-inspiring, its true legacy lies in the knowledge it unlocked. Without the Behistun inscription, much of what we know about ancient Mesopotamia and Persia might still be shrouded in mystery. As we marvel at this linguistic milestone, it's worth considering how ancient civilizations documented not just their rulers and wars, but also their understanding of the world around them. This brings us to another fascinating discovery, one that reveals how the ancients approached the mysteries of the human body and the art of healing. Imagine holding a piece of paper that's over 4,000 years old, a document so ancient it predates some of the most famous empires in history. That's exactly what the Kahun papyri are, a collection of medical texts from ancient Egypt, offering us a rare glimpse into the world of early medicine. These fragile scrolls, discovered in the late 19th century during excavations near the city of Lahun, contain detailed records of treatments, diagnoses, and even gynecological advice. They're not just old, they're some of the oldest medical documents ever found, predating even the famous Hippocratic Oath by more than a millennium. What makes the Kahun papyri so fascinating isn't just their age, it's what they reveal about ancient Egyptian society. These texts show us that Egyptian physicians were remarkably advanced for their time. They understood the importance of observation, recording symptoms meticulously, and prescribing treatments ranging from herbal remedies to surgical procedures. One section even details methods for diagnosing pregnancy, including what might be the earliest known pregnancy test in history. Experts have noted that many of these practices were surprisingly sophisticated, blending practical knowledge with spiritual beliefs, as healing was often intertwined with rituals to appease the gods. The discovery of the Kahun papyri was a moment of pure serendipity. Archaeologists initially stumbled upon them in the ruins of a workers' settlement near the Pyramid of Senusret II. At first, they seemed like ordinary scraps of papyrus, but as scholars began to decipher them, they realized they'd uncovered a medical treasure trove. The texts weren't just random notes, they were systematic records, possibly used as reference guides by ancient practitioners. This discovery has reshaped our understanding of how early civilizations approached health and medicine, proving that even thousands of years ago, humans were striving to understand and treat the human body. But the Kahun papyri aren't just about medicine, they're a window into the everyday lives of the people who lived in ancient Egypt. They remind us that illness and healing are universal experiences, connecting us across time and culture. And speaking of connections, this incredible discovery sets the stage for another astonishing find, one that takes us from the deserts of Egypt to the open seas, where ancient maritime technology reveals secrets that were lost to the waves of time. Stay with us, because what comes next will change how you think about ancient engineering and exploration. off the coast of Turkey, beneath the waves of the Aegean Sea, lies a time capsule from the ancient world, the Yassi-Ada shipwreck. Discovered in the early 1960s, this remarkably preserved vessel dates back over 1,600 years, offering a rare glimpse into the bustling trade networks of late antiquity. Its cargo, a treasure trove of artifacts, tells a story of interconnected economies, advanced shipbuilding, and the daily lives of those who sailed these waters. The ship's hold was filled with an astonishing variety of goods: amphorae filled with wine and olive oil, delicate glassware, and even personal items belonging to the crew. These objects weren't just random cargo. They were carefully selected commodities, revealing the intricate trade routes that linked the Roman Empire with distant regions. Some of the amphorae originated from as far as the eastern Mediterranean, while others came from North Africa, showing how goods traveled vast distances even in ancient times. Experts analyzing the shipwreck have uncovered more than just trade goods. They've found clues about ancient shipbuilding techniques. The vessel's construction, featuring a combination of mortise and tenon joints and iron fastenings, reflects a transitional period in maritime technology. This hybrid design allowed ships to be both sturdy and flexible, capable of navigating the unpredictable waters of the Mediterranean. It's a testament to the ingenuity of ancient engineers who adapted their methods to meet the demands of a growing trade network. Among the most fascinating discoveries were personal items like a set of gaming counters and a bronze lamp, offering a rare glimpse into the lives of the sailors who manned these ships. These artifacts humanize the past, reminding us that behind every trade route and cargo manifest were real people: merchants, sailors, and craftsmen, whose lives were shaped by the rhythms of the sea. The Yassi-Ada shipwreck isn't just a relic of the past. It's a window into the economic and cultural exchanges that defined the ancient world. And as we continue to explore its secrets, we're reminded that the foundations of our modern globalized world were laid centuries ago. But trade wasn't the only area where ancient civilizations excelled. As we shift our focus from the seas to the land, we uncover another remarkable discovery, one that reveals the sophisticated urban planning of ancient societies. This next find takes us to the heart of a thriving ancient city, where streets, buildings, and infrastructure were designed with precision and foresight. Deep within the lush jungles of Guatemala lies Tikal, a sprawling ancient metropolis that once stood as the heart of the Mayan civilization. Built over 1,500 years ago, this city was more than just a collection of temples and pyramids. It was a thriving urban center, home to tens of thousands of people. Tikal's towering structures, some reaching over 200 feet high, rise like stone giants above the canopy, offering a glimpse into a world where engineering and spirituality intertwined. Archaeologists have marveled at the precision of Tikal's layout, with its grand plazas, ceremonial complexes, and intricate water management systems. The city's architecture wasn't just about grandeur, it was a reflection of the Mayans' deep connection to the cosmos. Temples were aligned with celestial events, and hieroglyphs carved into stone tell stories of kings, gods, and the passage of time. One archaeologist described Tikal as a city where every stone whispers the secrets of a civilization that mastered both art and science. What makes Tikal truly remarkable is how it challenges our understanding of ancient societies. This wasn't just a ceremonial site, it was a bustling hub of trade, politics, and culture. The discovery of its vast network of roads and marketplaces reveals a society far more complex than many had imagined. As you stand at the foot of Temple Roman IV, the tallest pyramid in Tikal, it's hard not to feel the weight of history pressing down, a reminder of the ingenuity and ambition of the people who built it. But Tikal is just one piece of the puzzle. Another discovery, one that uncovers the artistic brilliance of ancient civilizations, awaits proof that creativity and innovation have always been at the heart of human achievement. Deep within the rolling hills of southwestern France lies a hidden treasure that has captivated historians and art lovers alike for decades: the Lascaux cave paintings. Discovered in 1940 by a group of teenagers, these breathtaking works of art date back an astonishing 17,000 years, offering us an extraordinary glimpse into the minds of our ancient ancestors. The walls of the cave are adorned with vivid depictions of animals: bison, horses, deer, and even aurochs, rendered with such precision and dynamism that they seem almost alive. But these aren't just simple sketches, they are masterpieces of prehistoric artistry, showcasing a level of skill and creativity that challenges our assumptions about early human capabilities. What makes these paintings even more fascinating is what they tell us about the spiritual and cultural lives of the people who created them. Many experts believe the artwork wasn't just decorative but held deep symbolic meaning, possibly tied to rituals, hunting traditions, or even early forms of storytelling. The way the animals are arranged, often overlapping or positioned in deliberate patterns, suggests a sophisticated understanding of composition and narrative. Some researchers argue that the caves might have served as sacred spaces where communities gathered to connect with the natural and spiritual worlds. The Lascaux paintings remind us that creativity and the desire to express meaning through art are as old as humanity itself, but preserving these ancient wonders has been a challenge. The cave was closed to the public in 1963 after scientists noticed that the carbon dioxide from visitors' breath was causing the paintings to deteriorate. Today, only a handful of researchers are allowed inside, and meticulous efforts are made to monitor the cave's environment. A replica, known as Lascaux II, was created to allow the public to experience the awe of these paintings without risking damage to the originals. This careful balance between sharing these treasures with the world and protecting them for future generations highlights their immense cultural significance. As we marvel at the artistry of Lascaux, it's impossible not to wonder about the lives of the people who created them. What drove them to paint with such passion and precision? What stories were they trying to tell? These questions lead us to another astonishing discovery, one that takes us even deeper into the mysteries of ancient human practices. From the artistic wonders of Lascaux, we now turn to a find that reveals how our ancestors honored their dead, shedding light on early burial rituals and the profound ways they grappled with the concept of mortality. Buried beneath the rolling hills of Suffolk, England, lies one of the most extraordinary archaeological finds of the 20th century, the Sutton ship burial. Discovered in the summer of 1939, this ancient site offers a breathtaking glimpse into the world of the Anglo-Saxons, a people whose stories were once shrouded in mystery. At its heart was a massive ship nearly 90 feet long, serving as the final resting place for a high-status individual, likely a king or warrior lord. The vessel itself had long since decayed, but its imprint remained, preserved in the earth like a ghostly silhouette. Inside the ship, archaeologists uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts that stunned the world. Gold and garnet adorned jewelry, intricately crafted weapons, and a ceremonial helmet of unparalleled craftsmanship revealed the sophistication of Anglo-Saxon artistry. Each piece tells a story of power, of ritual, of a culture deeply connected to its myths and legends. The helmet, with its striking faceplate and intricate designs, is now an iconic symbol of the era, often compared to the legendary treasures of Beowulf, the epic Anglo-Saxon poem. But Sutton is more than just a collection of stunning artifacts. It's a window into a society that valued honor, warfare, and the afterlife. Archaeologists have described the site as a time capsule, offering insights into the beliefs and practices of a people who lived over 1,300 years ago. As one expert put it, Sutton, who doesn't just show us what the Anglo-Saxons owned, it shows us who they were. The discovery itself is a tale of intrigue. It began with a local landowner, Edith Pretty, who enlisted the help of self-taught archaeologist Basil Brown. Together, they unearthed what would become one of Britain's most significant archaeological finds. The timing of the discovery, just before the outbreak of World War II, added to its drama as the treasures were hastily moved to safety, hidden from potential destruction. As we marvel at the splendor of Sutton, it's fascinating to consider how ancient cultures not only crafted such treasures but also looked to the stars for guidance. This leads us to another astonishing discovery, one that reveals how ancient civilizations mapped the heavens with remarkable precision, long before the age of modern astronomy. As we reach the end of this journey through 32 astonishing discoveries, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe at how much these findings have reshaped our understanding of ancient history. From the advanced engineering of Göbekli Tepe to the enigmatic Antikythera Mechanism, each discovery has peeled back layers of time, revealing civilizations far more sophisticated and interconnected than we once believed. Together, they paint a picture of humanity's past that defies the simplistic narratives we've long accepted, showing us a world where innovation, creativity, and curiosity thrived thousands of years ago. These revelations don't just rewrite history, they challenge us to rethink what we thought we knew. They remind us that the past is not a static story but a living, evolving mystery, filled with questions that still demand answers. Who were the people behind these incredible achievements? What drove them to create, explore, and connect across vast distances and cultures? And what other secrets lie buried, waiting to be uncovered? As you reflect on these discoveries, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Which findings surprised you the most? What questions do these revelations spark for you? Share your ideas in the comments below. History is a conversation, and your perspective adds to the story. To close, let's remember the words of historian Will Durant: civilization is a stream with banks. The stream is sometimes filled with blood from people killing, stealing, shouting, and doing the things historians usually record, while on the banks, unnoticed, people build homes, make love, raise children, sing songs, write poetry, and even whittle statues. These discoveries remind us that history is not just about the wars and rulers, but about the everyday brilliance of humanity, the quiet moments of creation that define who we are. If you've enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. The past is full of surprises, and we're just getting started. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the stories that shape our world.